Artist Denzil Erasmus is playing with major artists from all over the world in different styles of music. The artist from Cape Town started his musical career at a very young age and pursued his dream of playing the saxophone. He's since played for artists such as Chad Simon, Joyous Celebration and Don Laga, to name but a few. He joins us now in studio to share more on his latest offering titled Journey of Grace. Good morning, Denzil, and welcome.
Good morning, Pearl. Thank you, and good morning to the listeners.
I really want to talk about your love for playing the sax. Where did it all begin for you?
Well, I started all in Cape Town. I had a dream in 1997, and 2 months later I had the same dream, and my mother bought me my first saxophone.
And it was just that easy?
That easy, and I'm self-taught.
Really?
Yeah.
But how did you know what to do with this instrument?
It was just pursuing the dream and pursuing the passion that, you know, that desire of playing the instrument itself. So yeah.
Wow, fantastic. Let's talk about your album, The Journey of Grace.
Yeah.
I mean, the title just sounds so philosophical and just so profound. There's something really special about that title, I can tell.
Yeah, very much. Journey of Grace was the only title album that I had. And that stems from the past, the present, and the future, and what I've been through throughout my entire career. And so everything that I've gone through, there's always been a helm of grace just hanging over myself and my career. And so that is the title of the album, Journey of Grace.
Talk to us about the journey that you wanted people who listen to your album
to
experience.
The journey is quite spiritual, and it's quite that kind of connotation of where you have, people always tell me, I have this long drive in my car and just listening to your music, it's so refreshing. And it's just that spiritual engagement through music. So yeah.
Your CD is under Big Fish Records,
yeah.
And I understand that you and Sipho Makabane are quite close. I want to take us through just some of the dynamics of what makes that relationship between you and him special.
Well, it's so amazing. We often sit on the road and discuss ideas, me and him on the road, been through various stages and places in this country. And so with him giving me that kind of platform and help, it's such a blessing in so many ways, because I know a lot of artists wants to be in his presence and on his stable itself. So just being with him, I'm learning a lot, you know, and he's like a mentor and a father to me. So yeah.
Oh, your album, how has that been received by audiences? I know you mentioned that some people come up to you and say, hey, I listened to your album in the car. But what are some of the other responses that people come up to you?
Well, the responses is quite something that they have been wanting, something that they've been waiting. And so it's well received all in South Africa, in Swaziland, in Zimbabwe, and in Namibia. And so, and other parts of the world where people download some of my songs, you know, that they can relate to. So yeah.
And will you be touring at all to promote your album? What sort of activities will you be doing? I've
been touring quite a lot late last year, and so this year is a continuation of that. And so people can expect to see me on many platforms.
And so, Denzil, what else is on the cards?
On the cards is still touring in South Africa, outside of South Africa, working on the second album and working on something very special for 2019 already.
All right. And just your message to music lovers out there, people who follow you, who buy your music, what's your message to them?
I want to say thank you, because without them, Sipho always teaches me, without them you're nothing. So it's the public that makes you. So I want to say to them, thank you for supporting me and allowing me to be at places where I can share the message of music with them.
And earlier you spoke about how other artists, you know, are just literally dying, if I could use that phrase, to be in a position where you are, be signed under Big Fish, you know, making music, putting their music out there. What is your message to that aspiring little boy who might be looking up to you, who wants to play the sax, who wants to be a musician in South Africa? Won't you share just some tips with those who are looking at you and thinking, I see myself with Denzil?
Well, I would say to them, never give up. You know, the dream in you, it's something that will push you to where you need to be in life. And so never give up. Doesn't matter where you come from. I come from Mitchellville, and so, which is a high kind of crime area. So, so yeah, and I'm just privileged being on a platform, and on a daily basis, I get so many inboxes via Facebook, people asking questions.
What are those some of the messages that people say to you?
Well, I always tell them never to give up. I told somebody yesterday, just be a blessing to as many people as possibly as you can. Share your gift with whoever you can. Don't see racial barriers. And so pursue that dream. Set yourself goals and pursue what's in your heart.
And I'm sure you tell them not to let the environment dictate who they can
Obviously,
become.
because I come from the ghetto, and look at me today, you know, and so it's important not to give up, because your dream or your journey of success can influence somebody else, or somebody else depends on you to be successful in order for them to be success.
Oh, Denzil, thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you so much for the music. We truly appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That is artist and saxophonist Denzil Erasmus talking to us about his music and what more we can expect from him, while we be hearing more of his sound after the break.